Where are you?
At the watch. It's a message from the president. It's like a real.
Super passionate about what we're selling here in Southwest Florida. We're not just selling a product, we're selling a lifestyle.
Oh, mic drop.
Take it easy.
That's a good way to start this episode. Mike, right here at your camera. Let's welcome them all to this new episode.
I found my love in Portofino, terra che nei sogni credo ancora, lo strano gioco del destino, a Portofino, ma credo il cuore.
Hey guys, Mike Gatti with
Sorry.
Jesus.
Elon
We,
Musk.
it was
Elon Musk.
perfect.
Oh shit.
Mike, right here at this camera. Tell them what's going on.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Real Estate on Record. I'm Mike Gatti with Steve Zalunardo.
How you doing?
We're not in Florida
How you
doing
doing,
this.
y'all?
Y'all.
You're finally back home to do it with the GOAT, the OG that started this with you.
Yeah, you're right.
One of these days, I have to get together with Trent
Yeah.
and
Well, you don't come down. to
North
Florida
meets
anymore.
South.
Yeah, come down. You have a good time with Trent.
Yeah, it's good. It's gonna be a lot of
You
fun.
see the camera that guy bought. It shoots an 8K. It's
Hey,
insane.
here we go, 9K, 100K. I see that. He comes over here.
Measuring.
Is there like a warning?
When I said that,
Objects in
he's
here?
like, "Fuck! Now I gotta upgrade."
Now I gotta get a 10K.
He's got a
Shit.
goddamn it. The camera shoots. He just got it now, but it's insane.
Have you shot anything yet with it?
We just did one podcast with Joe, my buddy Joe, up in from Chicago.
Down.
I think it was
Or
posted,
down?
right?
Is it down?
We're up.
Oh, we're up. We're down. Okay, down south.
Did you?
I like going down south.
Didn't you already record and post it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the episode.
So he's
right?
got two cameras. One he's holding, he's kind of give like a visual, like a little bit of shaky,
Nice.
and purposely that's his creative thing. And then he's got
Nice.
one stationed, but it's fantastic. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
See, and I like that. That's thinking outside the box.
Yeah, but he's like an artist. Like the kid's a creative kid, right? He's amazing.
How old is he?
He's 32, 33.
Beautiful. Still so young.
Very young.
Not like us old guys. No, actually, not Mike. Mike is young.
Mike's a young
Get in
buck.
there.
How old are you, Mike?
I don't want to disclose.
Fuck off.
He
How
doesn't
old are you?
disclose.
You're 30,
33.
36.
33.
36, 43.
43.
You're 43, like me, right?
You're
Yeah.
old stuff.
44 in
I don't
July,
feel old.
baby. 44 in July.
44 in December.
Oh, you're older.
I'm
younger than me.
I'm younger than you by
Yeah.
6 months. And then you're when is your
August,
birthday?
August.
This year. So you're turning
I'll be
37. You're still a baby, man. Dude, it's 5 years younger than
But you
us.
know what I noticed in your 40? People say, like, what's your best years? I think, to be honest, like 30, I was very confused. I think I almost had like a meltdown at 30, 31. Like, I was like, I don't know. I'm just, I don't know who I am. It's weird. You're trying to find yourself. By 40, you really don't give a flying fuck what anybody thinks anymore. You're like, hey, this is what it is. You like it, you don't. That's all good. I'm very comfortable. I remember before you try to fit into different like groups of people, and you're like, I don't want to be part of that group. I just you thrive for your whole life to say, I want to be part of this like echelon, these shooter groups, and then you get there like, oh no, this sucks.
Yeah, this sucks.
This
I
is
don't
the
want to be part of it.
fakest motherfucking environment. It's all out of plastic.
This is in your
And
30s.
you gotta like zip up your butthole around those people because it's like they're trying to stick something in any orifice hole. that
I've
you
never
have.
heard that before, Mike. Never. Not once.
Very great analogy.
It is the absolute truth. For me, I love being around the like real people. I don't give a shit if you're blue collar, white collar, fucking whatever it is. Just hang out, let loose, talk shit,
Be authentic.
authentic. And it's like even when you get around family, sometimes you gotta zip up because it's like you're offensive. And it's just like, come on, guys. It's like we're all gonna be
But
fucking
that's,
dead in 30 to 40 years.
That's
like, this is
thousands
all
of
gonna-
years, man. That's family. Family, that's what happens.
Oh, it's just weird, right? But I'm cool with my brother and shit. But it's just like, you got a whole. You want to just be comfortable. Like we
So-
can shoot the shit with him. But even now, I notice even the last like 6 months to a year now, like even like good friends and stuff like that, everything started to change. I think a lot to do with politics and shit and where I am located. So it's like it puts a strain on relationships. So
Well, talking about age, I was actually had the pleasure of talking to your niece, I think, yesterday, right?
Veronica, yeah.
Veronica is your niece. She's 21.
Yeah.
Dude, 21. Like the world is right there and she can do anything she wants. To be 21, see, here's the problem though. A lot of people say, well, what would you do different at 21? I'm like, I don't know. It's hard to say because I learned so much from 21 till now. I would have never known all this stuff at 21. So it's like, it's very hard for me to, like, I would have never known what I know now then. So if somebody asks you guys, oh, what about if you were 21? What would you do different? What would you do different, guys?
What would you do different, Mike?
What would I do different?
That's a
lot.
hard one.
I would have left my previous career a lot earlier, for sure. because I thought it was the end all be all, right? Just wish I had a little bit of guidance to say, go this way, don't go over there. You wasted enough time over here.
Did your
going the other way.
family kind of brainwash you to like you gotta
Not
do your
brainwash, and I can't even blame them. That's what they knew, right? It's which obviously going forward with like my kids, I have a different outlook on things than I think my parents did. So it's gonna help me push my kids different directions early on to get, I think, further ahead quicker. Time's of the essence.
Steve? That's a good one.
I don't know, man. I think you look at life. It's just Steve Jobs said it best at his Stanford address to the graduating class. I forgot what year it was. One of the before he died, anyways. Maybe it was 2010 or something like that. But anyway, he said like life, you don't know where you're going when you're doing it. But when you turn around at some point, you look at everything. Everything you did was connecting the dots for where you are today. Like pushing more to do better in school and stuff like that. But then I look at it. It's not that I didn't want to do good. It was just I was so fucking bored. If we had an option to go into schools that were fit for us, like our type of if I went into an engineering school, I would have loved that. I would every day go to engineering building stuff. Oh my God, you wouldn't get me out of there. And this is why they said about OCD and ADD kids at my time. Now it's ADHD, whatever the fuck it is. But I mean, at that point, they said, oh, he's uncontrollable. No, I don't want to learn what you're teaching. It sucks. You got this job because you had 2 months off in the summer. So you're terrible at your jobs, and I can read you, and you suck. And I don't want to be here, so I'm rather throw a fucking eraser at the guy across the aisle than stay here. But that's what happened. But when I got into mechanic, we had like an auto mechanic. Remember
Pasquarelli, yeah.
Pasquarello,
yeah.
So I was the fucking king welder in that class. I was able to build, weld, cut.
But he was a good teacher. Like he was a no nonsense, no bullshit teacher.
Well, that's what we're used to. But I mean, he would say, "Steve, take out the transmission." Remember that we had that what the hell was that Porsche? 924 Porsche, that black one. I took the transmission out of there. No one could do it. I did it in a fucking period. But it was like, let's do something that's creative in your build and your learning stuff. But when you want to teach me about, science I was good in, but geometry, no, like this is not going to work. Even geography. But it's so that I wish there were schools that were more adapted to what your skills are. If you had, they kind of like read you through your early grades in elementary school, and they say, okay, well, this is his strengths and weaknesses, and they can kind of like adapt you into where you should go, and then focus on your strengths rather than your like, what are you betting? If I'm never going to be a great swimmer, why are you trying to train me for the Olympics to swim?
Exactly.
Why don't you train me if I'm a great runner? Why don't you better my running skills so I can beat everybody around me? So I think that's they dull everybody because they give you it's like a stamped out version of like bullshit. So yeah.
So that's why when I think of the 21-year-olds now, I try personally to mentor some of them that I think are worth it. Because I try to tell them, hey, I did this and it was a big mistake. Don't do it. So this way they're almost like a leg up. But when I talk to some 21-year-olds, some go-getters, some they started off life wrong.
Everyone's different though too, right?
It depends on their parenting. Parenting.
How do you guide them? I thought maybe at 30 I can guide more someone in their younger, their youth. I don't think I can do that because they need to learn from their mistakes. I think it's almost like you
Hold on a second. Why? Why do they need to learn from their mistakes? Try to help them avoid those mistakes.
I get it, but they gotta bump into shit because if they don't, and then when they do, it's gonna be worse for them. It's like our kids. We're raising our kids. They gotta bump into shit. You're hoping to kind of build. You ever go to like the Disney? They have those stupid little go-karts, but they really don't steer and they're on a track and they kind of like go all over the place. So you give them an engine and a steering wheel with the gas pedal, not even a brake, but you're gonna be the rail underneath. So it's like, and it's like, but it never really crashes. But that's what you
bumps,
want.
But doesn't crash. Yeah.
I think that's what you got to do. I don't know. Like I'm trying to lead my kids now, and I think that's the best thing. You're trying to lead them, and then like try to read this, try to do this, But I don't know, man, because at 40 you kind of know who you are, right? Maybe at 50 even better, I'm sure. And 60, 70, that's where you get wiser as you get older. But imagine at 20, you don't know. What am I going to do as a career? Who am I going to get married? Am I going to have kids? Where am I going to live? It's just like this uncertainty.
That's the old school mentality that families unfortunately bestow upon their kids. At 20, I don't expect my kids to know what they really want to do.
No, I'm not telling them they should know. I'm just thinking in your brain, you still wonder.
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to date this person. Maybe we're going to get married. Is this the guy, the guy or the girl? what am I
Is this
gonna
my
do?
forever job?
Job?
Yeah.
Like, where am I gonna live?
Yeah.
And my parents are like, it's just you're under your parents' roof.
Yeah.
It's like it's tough.
When it comes to your kids, do you want to try to give them the idea of you're not staying here forever? I do want you to leave. Because, some Italian families, oh, you stay here until you're 40, which they do, they do.
Yeah.
So are you guys advocates of, I really want you to leave?
I do, because at the end of the day, like, you're not gonna have the same type of life as living in my basement that you're gonna have by spreading your wings and flying, right?
Yeah.
So you want to take away that security blanket?
Yeah. Just going back, tying that into real estate, I think it's gonna be really hard for kids to do that in the next 20 years in
What do you
Ontario.
mean? To buy a home, you mean?
Well, in Ontario, how are they gonna leave, right? They're gonna be renters. There's no way they're gonna own a house.
It's tough. Yeah. Manufactured house. Carney said he's gonna build you a fucking manufactured house. You get taken away in a hurricane.
800 square feet. Yeah.
How much was he saying?
I don't know how much it is. It's gonna
So-
be small.
Those sea cans, those beautiful sea cans all over Highway 50. They got a plan for those. That's your new community. They'll paint them black, skylight, and away you go.
They're gonna make them like 4 stories high too.
They're beautiful. Just like the Ready Player One. Remember that?
Of course.
Yeah.
Steve, I don't see any condos in Florida.
Condos?
Yeah.
High rise?
Yeah.
Well,
Does that
we're-
exist?
We're on the East Coast. We'd have a lot. Wait, they're all there, and South Florida. So we don't. On our side, we don't have many high rise.
Because I don't see them.
But that's
anywhere.
the beauty of West Coast, Florida, right?
And
West-
East Coast,
Southwest.
I'm sure it's all, well,
All-
Orlando,
it's
all
all
that stuff,
condos,
right?
yeah. But yeah, probably north of us for sure. Sarasota, Tampa, Orlando.
Is Orlando, it's north, east?
It's just north on the coast.
So that's
That's
the
inland,
side.
but it's just north of us. Yeah.
Is that apartments or condos? It's not the same thing, obviously.
Apartments are technically rentals, right? But I mean, the same thing. It's a building with rooms that you can live in. So I don't know.
So
Condos, rentals.
let's do this, guys. What advice will you give to young 21-year-olds that are listening into this episode right now? What advice can you truly give them, whether it be if they want to do a career in real estate or if they're not doing a career in real estate, if just some guidance in life, since you guys are both well-established and very successful? Steve?
I wouldn't say very successful.
You are very successful. Yes, you are. So, Steve?
I think for a 21-year-old, if I had to talk to me at 21 years old, I was going into probably into construction with my old man at that point. Fuck, I don't know, man. Honestly,
I would recommend just try a bunch of stuff. That if you like something, try it out, see how it goes. Because I know that was one thing that when I was probably 21, 22, it was like, yeah, you were hesitant to try things because it was like always looking for security. At 21, you can fuck up. Try
Fuck up a lot for a while.
Yeah, but like within reason, obviously. Go try a job, just like whatever. If you want, I don't know. If you want to
If you still live with your parents.
yeah, if you live with your parents, go get a regular job. Go work at the mall. Try different things because you don't know what the hell you want at 21, and you might think you know, but you don't know.
I think if I had to really think about it, and at 21, try to get a job in another state.
What do you mean?
So like Canada's a little weird because where would you work? Like
You would have to go to
usually
Manitoba.
Ontario. What are you gonna go to Quebec? I don't know. But let's just say you're in America. Like you see my kids are in Florida. Get a job in Georgia. I don't know. Like just try something outside. Like just for the
In
and
the
it's
US,
scary
this is
because
normal.
they may not come back. But I mean, if they're going to college out of state, then it's easy for them to kind of work in that. But I think that'd be cool experience. You kind of living on your own, doing your own thing.
But that's the U.S. culture. The U.S. culture is as soon as they're ready to go to college, they're out of state.
18, they're gone. Yeah.
So, but that doesn't apply to Canada. So we're in Canada right now. So what advice will you give to the 21-year-old that says, you know what, realtor, maybe that's my career. That's where all the possibilities could be. Do you suggest that they even go into this career? Actually, let's start right there, guys.
If you're dedicated and driven, yeah, you can.
It's a very hostile environment right now.
Yeah, life's pretty hostile though too.
Realtor is hard, man.
Absolutely, it's hard. If you have the grit and the drive, yeah, it's not.
Can you guys, before we end this episode,
I don't
can you
know.
guys-
I don't know if it'll be around as realtors for
when AI really kicks in.
for the next 10, 15, 20
still
years.
think you still need guys.
Job with arms, baby.
Job with ours. We talked about this long time ago. But guys, before we sign off, I just want one more thing to you. Everyone looks at you guys, well, we drive the Porsche, the Mercedes, this and that. Maybe they think real estate is easy enough to get this stuff. Could you debunk that right now?
I don't know, it's stressful, very stressful. A lot of moving parts for sure. You don't have a 9 to 5 where you come home. Like I used to have a 9 to 5 where you come home and it's like you disconnect and it's like, oh, okay, I don't have to think about anything. That doesn't happen. Like there's always constant stress. I have like, I was joking with my wife. I have like a constant like
Heartburn?
pressure in my chest.
Yeah.
Constant
Well,
heartburn.
your
Like a
oven's
non-
always on.
Yeah, it's always on.
Yeah.
Like there's always something, right? I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, like thinking of how I'm going to solve problems the next day. So
Well, I mean, Steve, I told you, would you ever mentor anyone? And you said, at one time, you said no, but technically, Mike is underneath your wing, right? He started with you. It's not like he came
He
from
was a realtor
years and
before. Yeah.
yeah, but it's different. Am I right, Mike?
Yeah.
Totally different. Once you came to work with Steve.
yeah, he definitely helped mentor me for sure.
Like, total. That's what I mean. So, do you feel mentoring is very difficult?
I also
in
wasn't
2025?
21 though.
How you were
a
early
different-
30s?
Yeah, 30, like what, 30, how old am I? 30, maybe 33. But it's a different mentality
buck.
at 21 and 33. You're like, it's a different mindset.
So, Steve, would you take a realtor at 21 right now that wants to be mentored by you?
I think we'd have to have. I don't give a shit what the age is, to be honest. I think it's just you need to be able to support them as well, right? Because if there's you gotta have the business. Like my niece is writing and getting her license.
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
And,
she was telling me.
Like I mean, ultimately, if you know this is a transitional year, both sides of the border. If by the time she gets licensed and she's good to go, and we have that extra, like business on the side, yeah, you can jump into that and we'll mentor you. I think mentoring you on the job is going to be the best way to do it because that's how we have a coach. I think we have our coaching call today. Actually, I got a message, but it's like, what are you going to mentor unless you're doing the job? So you can kind of, work,
What do you mean? Real life experience, man.
yeah, work through the problem rather. So ultimately they can take that. So if there's a problem, we already know how to solve it because of experience. And then ultimately we can help them. Yeah, I would do it. I don't care. Yeah. But it'd have to be obviously beneficial for everybody, right?
For everybody, exactly. You know what else is beneficial to everyone?
Where they could find us.
It's Stefan.
Mike, where can they find
I
us?
don't know why I hate that. I hate that.
I love it.
Because you know what it is?
I could make a generic one, but I choose not to.
But the reality is people are watching. Like if
Steve.
they are watching, maybe they don't. Maybe we do this
Steve,
for our own.
I could.
Fifth Ave over
I-
here. What's going on over there?
I could make it generic, but I like to see you squirming.
No,
your seat.
listen. It's all good. Mike,
I know it is.
Where
Mike,
can they
Where
find
can
you?
they find you?
They can find me at Mike Gatti Realtor on Instagram. And Steven?
You can find me in Florida, folks. Come down and visit y'all because we got something special for you.
Yeehaw! We'll see you next time, guys. Ciao.
I found my love in Portofino, perché nei sogni credo ancora, lo strano gioco del